They say the ocean never keeps secrets, but I buried mine here. Footprints in the sand trail toward a hidden dune cabin. Inside, Lena, late 20s, stands frozen by the window. Her fingers tremble around the edge of a half-burned letter. She looks exhausted, but not from sleep. From memory. A knock cuts through the quiet like thunder. She doesn't move at first. Then slowly, she opens the door. Jacob stands there. Soaked collar. Breathless. His presence is both shocking and familiar. "Did you tell him?" he whispers. She doesn't answer. Her silence is the answer. They stand in the doorway, the space between them thick with 1,000 unsaid things. He steps inside, eyes drawn to the ash in the fireplace. The rest of the letter. "You kept it." "I tried not to." "But you did." Outside, the wind picks up. Inside, the tension sharpens. Lena turns away, looking at the table where his initials are still carved. Her voice is low. "She's your fiancé now." She wasn't when this started. But she is now. The silence returns, but heavier. Jacob walks toward the window and stares at the sea. "I thought maybe I imagined us. But this place doesn't let you forget, does it?" Later, they walk the shore together. Not as lovers. Not yet. As memories. He speaks without looking at her. "I'm not here for a decision. Just the truth. I loved you. I still love you." She stops walking. The wind plays with her dress. "I never stopped. But I thought I was doing the right thing. Leaving." Behind them, at the house, Vanessa opens a drawer and finds Lena's journal. Her fingers freeze on a page. "The summer we hid." The name Jacob is underlined twice. The camera returns to the cabin as a storm rolls in. Rain pours. Lena lights candles. The power's out. Jacob's still there. Still waiting for her to say what she can't. "This place hasn't changed," he says. "I have," she replies. "No, you haven't. You still run. But now I'm the one waiting." She stands. He stands. Their eyes meet. She walks to him, slowly. "I'm tired of pretending I'm over it." And she kisses him. Not like memory. Like now. Like urgency. The door bursts open. Vanessa stands there. Soaked. Shocked. "How long?" Neither of them speaks. Vanessa walks in. Picks up the burned letter on the mantel. "Did you ever plan to tell me? Either of you?" "I'm sorry," Lena says, voice breaking. Vanessa looks at Jacob. "Tell me it meant nothing." He can't. A lone seashell rolling in the tide. Time has passed. Lena packs a suitcase. The cabin is empty now. She slides her journal under the floorboard, placing it where no one else will find it. A soft knock again. Jacob. This time with a seashell in hand. She said if I was lying to her, I shouldn't marry her. And I was. I was lying about still being in love with you. Lena doesn't move. "You said we were cursed," she says. "Maybe we were. But curses break." They walk down to the beach together. Silent. Not because they don't have words, but because they've already said them 5 years ago. The waves wash over their feet. The sky is pink with the setting sun. Narration returns. Softer now. They say the ocean never keeps secrets. Maybe that's true. But maybe, just maybe, the tide waited. As they hold hands, the water rises to meet them. The footprints vanish behind them. But they don't look back. Lena steps off a small local bus, suitcase in hand. Her face is calm, but her eyes betray it. This is not just a visit. It's a reckoning. She walks through the old wooden gate of her grandmother's beach house. The garden is overgrown. The wind carries a salty whisper as she opens the creaking door. Inside, time stands still. Photos faded by sun and grief. The same floral curtains. The same sand-covered rug. Her voice echoes inside her own thoughts. "Lena, I came to sell a house. That's what I told them. But I came to bury a memory, before it buries me." She finds an old conch shell on the windowsill. She picks it up, remembering something. Or someone. A knock. Sharp. Unexpected. She opens the door. There he is. Jacob. Still handsome. Still guarded. His presence punches the air out of the room. Jacob. I heard you were back. His voice is neutral. But his eyes. Wild with everything unsaid. Lena. Only for the paperwork. Jacob. Right. Awkward silence. The tide outside gets louder. Flash. A memory. Her hand in his. Her head on his shoulder. A night under stars their last. Back in the present. Jacob glances behind him. Jacob. Vanessa's excited to see you. Lena's smile cracks. Vanessa. Her stepsister. The one Jacob is now engaged to. Lena. Of course. She doesn't know, Jacob. No. She thinks I met you once. Years ago. In passing. Lena's breath catches. She nods. They pretend again. Later, she stands at the beach, barefoot. Staring out. The wind in her hair, the ocean in her lungs. Lena. I came to forget. But the sea remembers everything. In the distance, Jacob stands on the pier. Watching her. Not ready to speak. Not ready to leave. But unable to walk away. She's not alone. Jacob is pacing across the floor, soaked from the storm, his shirt clinging to his chest, hair dripping. He closes the door harder than necessary. Jacob. You knew the storm was coming. Lena. So did you. Their eyes clash. Lightning flashes behind him, illuminating the tension they've spent years pretending didn't exist. Lena. This doesn't mean anything. One night. That's all. Jacob. You don't believe that. She walks to the fireplace and kneels, lighting it. Between the logs is a torn envelope, the last letter he wrote her. She stares at it. Hesitates. Jacob. I meant every word I wrote. Lena. Then why are you marrying her? Jacob. Because I owe her. She stood by me when I had nothing left. When you vanished. Lena stands. Lena. I left because I couldn't ruin her. Not again. Jacob. So what are we doing now? Silence. They kiss. It's not gentle. It's everything unsaid, messy, desperate, furious. Later, Lena sits alone. The letter still in her hand. She places it gently in the fire. Watches the words curl into ash. She closes her eyes. Lena. Let it burn. All of it. She doesn't notice the door left ajar, or the shadow moving quietly outside. Back at the main house, Vanessa opens Lena's suitcase. She wasn't looking to snoop, but the journal practically calls to her. She opens to a page marked with pressed sea lavender. The night we hid from the storm. I knew I'd never love anyone else. The name Jacob is written 3 times on the page, once, scratched out. Twice, underlined. Vanessa's hand trembles. She slams the book shut. Her breath shortens. Back at the cabin, Lena lies awake while Jacob sleeps beside her. The fire burns low. She watches the final curl of ash drift upward from the letter she thought she'd destroyed alone. She has no idea Vanessa found what the flames left behind. And the storm outside is nothing compared to the one coming. Burnt orange, deep lavender, and the bruised blue of heartbreak paint the horizon as Lena walks barefoot across the shoreline. Her dress flutters in the salty wind. Her eyes are glassy, as if she's already said goodbye. Jacob follows behind, quiet, careful, like he's not sure if he's allowed to be there anymore. But they're not alone. Vanessa is already standing by the dunes. Waiting. Her posture is still. Her face unreadable. In one hand, she's holding Lena's journal. In the other, a small bundle of burnt ash wrapped in foil. No one speaks. Not at first. Only the waves dare to whisper. Vanessa finally looks up at Jacob. Her voice is calm, almost too calm. Vanessa, do you love her? Jacob breathes in like it's a confession. And maybe it is. Jacob. Yes. Vanessa nods once. She looks at Lena next. Vanessa. How long? Lena. Before you. Years ago. But I ended it. Vanessa. But not really. Lena steps forward, tears rising. Lena, I left so you could have him. I stayed away because I couldn't destroy you. Vanessa, you didn't destroy me. He did. Her voice breaks. And then so does the calm. Vanessa, I gave him my heart. You gave him your past. And he still picked you. She throws the ashes into the sea. The wind takes them. Vanessa, you burned the letter. But not the truth. No one moves. Jacob tries to reach out, but Vanessa steps back. Vanessa, don't follow me. She walks away without looking back. Her footsteps vanish as the tide rises behind her. Jacob watches her go, but he doesn't chase. Lena turns to him, voice low, barely audible. Lena, she deserved more than this. Jacob doesn't respond. He just watches the waves crash harder, as if trying to clean the shore of everything they left behind. The sun sinks below the waterline. The next morning, Lena folds her clothes with quiet precision. Her suitcase clicks shut like a period at the end of a sentence. She moves through the cabin like she's erasing herself from it. On the porch, she stands with her hand on the railing. The breeze hits her face. Her eyes scan the horizon one last time. The ocean doesn't answer, but it doesn't need to. Behind her, Jacob stands in the doorway. But she doesn't turn. Not yet. Lena, I thought if I left the truth here, it would finally let me go. A wave crashes louder than the rest. She turns. Jacob stands there, barefoot, breathless, holding a seashell like a relic. Jacob. She said love doesn't wait. But the tide did. And so did I. His hand shakes as he offers the shell. Inside. The burned edge of a love letter she thought was lost. They kiss not like it's the end, but like they survived the storm to finally begin again. The waves rise behind them, no longer pulling them apart, but pulling them home.